What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out an open source successor to Supreme Commander that I think people will be interested in. Now, I got to give you a foreword here. I don't really play real-time strategy games. I'm not very good. My APMs are absolutely terrible. I haven't really played an RTS since I don't know, probably They Are Billions, and even that one took me a while to get back into because prior to that, the last RTS that I had played was StarCraft when it came out. So obviously this is not a nebulous or genre of games I play very often. However, this game is actually pretty cool. Beyond All Reason is coming up on a Steam release sometime here in the future. But as of right now, you can get the game totally for free from their website. You can play it, you can compete, you can do their single player campaign, you can play multiplayer if you want. And if you were a fan of Supreme Commander, this seems like one of those games that's an absolute win. So if after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, I will have a link for you down below in the description. That'll go straight to the developer's website where this game is being made open source. You can download it from there. You can play the single player, no problem, without like a login or without exchanging any data or anything else like that, if that's just what you wanted to experience. There's not like a whole bunch of voice acting or anything else like that. Really, it's just a series of missions that you play, but the game does seem like fun. Other than that, you can also look down below in the description, and there will be a link to my Twitch stream and also to my Discord in case you wanted to hang out with me even more. I don't know why you would do that to yourself. Like, I do that to me every day, and it's always a terrible decision. But let's go ahead and look at some scenarios here and see what we can play around with. I have done Fortress Assault, and I have done some skirmishes. I don't really know which of these that I want to do. I haven't really looked at all of them just yet. However, let's see if we got testing the water over here. So kill all enemy units, lose all of your units. Meh. I want to like build a base. There we go. This one right here. Kill all enemy commanders. The loss of your allied commanders will result in a loss. Can I be? Yeah, I want to be the Cortex, guys. There's two factions. There's the Armada and the Cortex. Like the Armada, they kind of look like every single mech that they have is loosely based off of like a football linebacker. And then like the Cortex, they're a little bit more sleek and a little bit more like Brotherhood of Nod, which like I was always a big Brotherhood of Nod guy in Command and Conquer. Like, it's just one of those things where shouting Cain lives as you tattoo like a scorpion on yourself and like have cyborgs crawling on the ground firing and getting their health back from Tiberium. That was just like awesome, dude. The Brotherhood was way cooler than GDI. That's not even something that can be argued. Let's play the game. All right, we are on the game map and we've got to decide where we want to deploy at, I think. Pick a start spot within the green area. Yeah, I could probably do that. I don't know where I want to be. This whole area seems kind of terrifying and scary. We've got like this no man's land in the middle that's obviously going to turn into a massive brawl. I will do it, AI. I'm slowly easing myself into the concept of war. You got to give me a minute. That's what makes me a decent person, is that I'm slow to war. We'll go ahead and I guess we could take center or we could take bottom. Let's take bottom. That sounds good. We'll take the bottom right here. So we're ready to rock. The game is starting. All right, so the game is up. You're going to see our military commander, and he's going to get dropped right here. What we need to do is we need to get our... Just ignore the AI that's talking. I'm going to do stuff, and the AI is going to deal with it. We need to get a power grid up and running. There's two resources in this game, power and metal. Power comes from either, you can make these little guys right here that just give you, oh, those are energy storages. That's okay. Energy storages are good. What I wanted to make, though, was these solar collectors right here. I was going to have to make those anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not one of those situations where I got to bulldoze. But let's go ahead and work on our power grid real quick.
Low power.
Okay, I take it back. I can't build two of those right now. I don't have enough power generation. Let's go ahead and we will drop in some energy collectors. There's one right there, and there's one right there. Effectively, we just really need to work on our power situation so that we're putting up numbers over here, and so that we recharge. Now, there are a number of interesting features about this thing that you can play around with. You may have noticed that there are little sliders on your resources. These sliders allow you to donate excess resources above the slider to your teammates, which means that you can actually have like one person that's totally dedicated to like economy and effectively getting set up, and then you can have other players focused on like the military military machine and like defense and whatever, which is actually kind of a cool concept. There's a lot of like really interesting nuanced design decisions in this game, and it's very, very clear that the game is being developed like open source with input from like a community that plays a lot of games that are like this. Because there's like all these little solutions to problems that they have basically all over the place. Wind power might not be a terrible idea since it gets up above 15. I think 15 is like the sweet spot for where you want to start generating some wind. We also need to get some mines up and running, and we do have extractors all over the place. I have no clue what that thing is right there. We'll go take a look at it in a minute. I think we're going to have problems with metal is what I think we're going to have problems with. I'm going to go ahead and like shift click these out. And when I build my base, I may actually build a little bit further to the front possibly. That way, well, honestly, we've got another metal mine down here too. And we've got like this little nook. I'm a little bit worried that by confining myself to that nook right there though, I'm going to get trapped in with like 2 metal nodes and not be able to fight my way back out. So I think I'd like to set up a little bit more aggressively. Oh, that's my neighbor's base right there. He actually kind of like crowded up on me. That's not good. That actually isolates purple a little bit too. And like I really wish he had deployed a little bit further north and grabbed those nodes right there, because then I could have grabbed all these. I think we're going to have metal problems, so we're going to want to have like a really, really well-developed power grid, because there are buildings down on in here that allow us to convert our power into metal if we end up having like a really, really bad spot. Where are they? Well, either way, our last metal harvester just went up. And so I'm gonna start getting like some basic military locked in. You can rotate these buildings. I'm gonna go ahead and put that guy in right there. And we're gonna start getting some constructors going. That way I can build buildings faster. Basically, I'll have like a set of 4 to 5 constructors. And those 4 to 5 constructors will be able to kind of like run around and take care of tasks in various areas. What I'd like to do is I'd like to take this position over here about as soon as possible. Like I'd like to fortify it with towers and basically see if I can clinch this little choke right here before the enemy starts thugging up on me, because I got a feeling they're going to. Go ahead and give me 3 constructor bots, and then I'm going to take my commander forward a little bit aggressively, and we're going to see what happens over here. This may go well, it may go poorly. So we've got anti-air towers, we've got torpedo launchers. I think we're just going to have to go with a couple of these towers right here. They take 700 power each. All right, well, give me a grid over here. Hopefully we don't get AoE'd too hard, but that's going to be like his objective and his task for right now, because if I can clinch this off right here, we can send one of the other constructors over to grab all 3 of those nodes so that our power generation gets good. It looks like Purple already sent out a small air force to kind of mess with the enemy, but unfortunately he was routed. He had a bad day. Now, if they decide to push up on this position, my commander is like completely and totally isolated. So it's gonna be bad if they do that, but if we can just get like 2 or 3 towers up, we're kind of playing it loosey-goosey right now. Where are my constructo bots at? There's one. All right, let's get you over here, and your job is gonna be to drop in a couple more mines over here and make sure we're covered on that front. You come in over here, and I want you to help out from the bottom to the top to clinch this. We've got a few of the towers up, so I think we're going to be all right. And then this last constructor that we're building right here, this little guy is going to basically develop out our air force and like our tanks and everything else so that we can start like defending these positions actively. Unfortunate. It looks like yellow and red are pushing up on purple. He may need a little bit of an assist up here. I may think about how feasible it is. Oh, we are under attack. There it is. Okay. So you may have noticed that there's wrecks all over the ground. Why are there wrecks all over the ground? There are wrecks all over the ground because this game has a balancing mechanism that's actually kind of interesting. So I'm going to go to the settings right now to pause the game so that I can explain this, because time is of the essence. But anyways, this game has a mechanic where every single unit and every single building you have, when it gets destroyed, there is a chance that it will leave a wreck there. What this means is that if you send off a massive offensive to hit your opponent and you lose, those wrecks are harvestable by their reclamator bots. That means that if you send a big attack out and it gets defeated because you didn't play very well, you just donated a ton of resources to your opponent that are now right there in the middle of his base that are giving him basically a huge amount of things to hit you back with. You come up here. Go ahead and fix that tower real fast. I'm going to try to get like a grid all nice and set up over here. There's our last constructors. So what we're going to want to have is an aircraft plant like right there. And I would like to get a tank lab as well. Like right there's fine. Oh, I canceled out my other building. That's okay. I'm not that upset about it. We've got more enemies coming on in. Green's giving us an assist right now with a little bit of air support. I need to get anti-air towers up and running here. Probably don't need that many, but I do need some, just to make sure they don't try anything slick to fly past with like bombers or anything else. It looks like our economy is continuing to get developed over here. I don't think green is actually going to defend this area. There's a pretty good chance we're going to lose these right here. I may, in fact, actually grid off my base from this size or from that side as well. But let's go ahead and let's get an expeditionary force ready to go. So I want to have, let's get a grave robber real fast. The grave robber is going to help out because he's going to be able to reclaim these wrecks that are over here so that we can grab a little bit more metal, because I do think that our metal economy is a little tiny bit emaciated. Another mechanic that you may not be aware of with this game is that energy weapons. So you'll notice that the bots that use energy weapons like plasmas and lasers and things of that nature, they tend to be a lot cheaper than the other bots. There's a reason for that. Every time they fire their weapon, it depletes your power grid. And so there's another kind of line of thought right there that you've got to think of, where like, do I want to go... we're under attack again, huh? Oh no, he got through. All right, go ahead and reclamate that right there, and then we'll rebuild it. But I do need to get, let's see here. Oh, we got another enemy coming on in. Go ahead and give him some gunfire. There you go. Get him fixed up with a little bit of misery. Oh, we got a few more. Well, it looks like maybe they're just kind of skirmishing right now. It's kind of hard to say. We may need, it looks like they're hitting this corner a little bit more than they're hitting the other areas. Yeah, get on in there and just punish. There we go. Okay, little dude, what I need from you is to go ahead and I will give you the reclaim command. And then over here, I need to repair this tower real fast. Perfect. I realize that I'm overflowing metal. Yes, that's pretty much what I prefer. Now, you can attach your constructor bots to these factories, and it will make them produce units quicker. I would suggest that we get...
You can now produce aircraft. They are specifically a strong support class.
Let's get some strong grunts out here.
However, aircraft are very vulnerable.
Oi, why you shooting my little bro? Why you shooting my bro? That's not cool. Don't do that. Whose robot is that? Oh, he's an anti-air robot? Gotcha. Yeah, get a couple more towers up real quick. And then if I could get another constructor bot over here, we can fold them back into the infantry factory to kind of like produce a little bit quicker. Let's go ahead and we can get a Finch, we can get a Valiant, we can get a bomber, we can get a paralyzer, we can get a amphibious construction vehicle, we can get a mine layer. Go ahead and give me some medium assault tanks, I guess. That sounds pretty good to me. And then we'll bring this guy down here to boost production. Go ahead and repair that tower. It looks like they're just lobbing mortars at me right now. Go ahead and tackle that mortar right there. There you go. Go tackle that mortar. Oh, they killed our ally. Oh, no. Okay, so yeah, we're getting squeezed a little bit. We've had better days. There you go. Put a little bit of damage on that mortar right there. Perfect. Go ahead and get that reclamated and get it rebuilt. Can this little constructor over here, like, help out with repairs? Yeah, go ahead and repair. Do your thing. I'm going to get, like, a little bit of infantry here, and we're going to have to stab out because we got to take somebody off the map right now. We're playing 2v3 at the moment, and it's mostly because purple was bad at their job. Our allies appear to be doing a very, very piss-poor job right now at, like, fortifying themselves. In fact, we may be wiser Yeah, they destroyed my metal mine up there. That's okay. We are positively overflowing with metal according to the game.
You're overflowing metal.
And these tanks are taking a hot minute to get up and running, aren't they? Oh, never mind. They're set up down there. All right. Let's get some of these tanks going. It looks like he is skirmishing a little bit with that little infantry unit they sent out. Not very much, though. Get the tanks over here. We'll go ahead and put them in the same stack. And then we're going to try to just set out like a little expeditionary force. Just to sort of mess with the enemy, I guess. Just mess with them a little bit. You know what I mean? If I do have another constructor over here, can I please have you come over to this side? I want you to set up a defense grid. We've got a twin guard. We've got a light laser tower that is portable. We also have a plasma artillery. Yeah, go ahead and give me a couple of them plasma artilleries over here.
You're overflowing metal.
We appear to be winning against the enemy horde right now. There's our first little expeditionary force. Let's go ahead and send it out as a bit of a punish. Make these guys suffer a tad. It looks like they're firing some kind of like... they've got some kind of missile artillery they're firing at us, all right? The enemy is now down. Let's go ahead and push up into their territory and see if we can cause them a little bit of pain. In the meantime, if we could take the Cortex commander and maybe get him settled a little bit better, I wouldn't be against it. You guys go ahead and beef with this dude real fast. Oh, wow, he's resistant. Okay. He is very, very resistant to the damage that we're putting out. Wow, he's dropping us, dude.
You're overflowing metal.
Okay, so that must be what, like, a heavy tank looks like in this game. But let's take the pain over here to him a little bit and just see if we can punish a little tiny bit. I'm not too interested in getting wild and crazy out here. He's got some kind of, like, hover skiff thing happening. Did they kill my little buddy over here? They didn't kill my little buddy, but they are pushing down south. Okay, they're trying to kill my ally. Oh, did I lose all my dudes over there already? Oh, wow, they got wiped out. Okay, we're going to need, like, a bigger horde, I guess.
You're overflowing metal.
Okay, yep, that's not going to work. All right, you guys, give me rocket bots. Give me, like, 20 of these bad boys right here. And we're going to need to reinforce him. Oh, my tanks fell back. Okay, that's fine. I thought they got wiped out. That's cool. They can just help out with, like, the blockade over here. Although I don't think the blockade is going very well. The enemy seems to be very, very aggressive, and they seem to be a lot more competent than my team, who seem to be functionally ridiculously useless. Let's go ahead and fall back, Commander. What are you doing, man? Get out of there. Fall back a little bit. Yeah, let them crunch themselves up against the towers. All right, so what do we have going on this side? Oh, they're killing my ally right now. Unfortunate. Yeah, you guys kind of get over here. I held my corner. I don't know what I could say about the rest of these nerds, but I did my best. Okay. Unfortunate. Useless AI, bro. How are you guys this bad? That's fine. Like, the team can waste metal. That's not that big of a deal. Go ahead and give me a whole bunch of light tanks if you can. We're just going to totally overload. I don't even care what it does to my economy. Yeah, go ahead and send some reinforcements over this way. It looks like they're really focusing on pounding this northern corner. Oh, did they not get my constructor bot? Oh, they must not have. Nice. Hey, what are you doing, bro? Get back over here. Give me... Yeah, give me, like, a couple of towers over here. That's your mission for right now. We're also getting pushed up on over on this side, but the tanks appear to be holding. So that's fine. Reclamator bot, go ahead and get me some metal back real quick. We do have a few more tanks over here holding the line. They're trying to knock out my anti-air, which I'm suspicious about. They also have an artillery that's like off-grid and just bombarding us. Yeah, we're fighting like multi-teams at once right now. Sort of unfortunate. Reclamator bot, give me a little bit more metal. Power is going down, unfortunately. I was going to say, if you guys could get rid of that artillery, that would be really ideal right about now.
Aircraft spotted. You are being attacked by paralyzing units.
That's
The
okay.
units are
Oh, my Reclamator bot.
low power.
I'm working on it. One thing at a time. I'm working on it. We are slowly making the situation better. Continue the symphony of war. Oh, dude, we're getting bowled over. I can't fight 3 teams at once all by myself, you know what I mean? I can't fight 3 teams all at once by myself. Like, my allies are putting in absolutely zero effort. They're producing, like, no armies. They're not doing anything. It's just me. Oh, God. All right, we got to run this back because I'm ashamed of our last performance. So we're going to, like, do what we can here in order to make this thing work. I'm going to go top of the map this time because it seems like the enemy AI really likes to hit the top of the map faster. That was just the feeling that I got, is that they really, really like to attack the top of the map. And so if we can just kind of like be the first thing that they hit, then we don't need to worry about repositioning units all over the place to make this thing function. So we'll knock those out real quick. We'll make a bot lab over here. I think I'd like for that to be rotated that way. After the bot lab is done, we'll knock out a couple of metal miners. And I think his first little set of jobs that he needs to get done is pretty much like knocked out for right now. We'll go ahead and put a few more of these up here too, just to guarantee we have some kind of economy taking place. I may need to do the metal miners prior to doing the bot farm, though. Like, I was going to do the bot grower because I could get another constructor out, which would allow us to kind of, like, push boundaries. The downside is, so this slope right here, vehicles can't go up this slope, but infantry can. And so the thing is, they're not going to be able to hit me hard with the stuff that actually matters, but they are going to be able to send a constant flood of cheap units to come harass me all the time. And that's kind of where we're at. Power economy looking decent right now. We're going to want to get some storage going as well. However, a lot of this is a function of, like, how much can I get done before this all falls apart. How much does a bot factory cost? 620? Okay. We can knock the bot factory out first. It's not going to be great, but it'll work. Yeah, it was pretty costly. I didn't love it. I probably could have planned this a little better. The good news is, give me another construction bot. Give me a couple of construction bots, in all honesty. I got to even out my economy. We're still operating at a pretty severe deficit right now. Looks like it goes even when we're just producing this construction bot right here, but we're definitely going to need to have a few more mines lit up. Otherwise, things are going to get bad. Now, since they can only attack us with infantry over here, I don't really think we need to fortify that too greatly. I don't know if they're going to choose to attack one of our teammates over attacking us, but last game it seemed like they focused top left corner pretty hard. Like, it seemed like they basically early game rushed as hard as they could. And since our ally did not do what we did, which was rush the production of anti-horde towers on our borders, they got punished. They got punished real, real bad. I'm going to go ahead and have this bot come over here. He's doing those 3. Yeah, let's go ahead and we will get just a couple of double towers over here, I think. I don't want to go too nutty with it, but I do want our borders to be somewhat secure. However, these are quite expensive, so, you know, it's just one of those things. But we're still developing our economy. Things are still getting there. Let's go ahead, and I need another one of these guys, like, right here. I'm under no illusions that it's going to stay alive for a little while. But maybe it'll supply us with enough early game metal to make it worth it. It's going to take about a minute to get that tower up. I would recommend that maybe we get a couple just like infantry bots just to watch this little guy while he works. Like, he's over here whistling while he twerks and doing his little robo thing. Let's protect him a little bit. Let's kind of give him something that's looking out for his well-being. Then we'll put in a whole bunch of silos over here to store up all of our resources. It looks like purple's got some things building. It looks like green is doing nothing. He's like breathing through his mouth and staring at a wall while salivating over the taste of glass. All right, let's see here. A couple of little brobots over here. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you don't like that, huh? Mm-hmm. We gave him the double gun tower. The let him feel the double fun tower. That's right. Feel the tickles of my lasers. All right, so do we have everything built up over here? We have everything built up. You come back over this way. I would like to give me like 2 metal storages. And then over here, give me like, it bothers me that the energy storages are different sized than the metal storage. I don't know why it bothers me. Probably because I'm just like obsessive about dumb stuff like that. Looks like blue or teal and purple are sending out expeditionary forces. They've got a couple crocodile hover tanks because nothing is cooler than hover tanks. They got a couple of plasma bots rolling out that way. I'm going to focus on covering my borders first. Looks like the enemy's beginning to probe with tanks. It's not great. Would rather that not be the situation, but it is the situation. We can lament over what is, or we can do something about it. Give me another constructor bot to start working from the southern edge. I've got a bad feeling that artillery's on its way in. I think I need more workers to actually build stuff. I don't know what this is right here. Some kind of like geothermal vent, but I haven't been able to capitalize on it just yet. The good news is if we can hold right here, it looks like our allies are really taking the offense under their own, well, maybe they're just setting up a patrol right there. It looks like maybe they're just trying to hold that ground. You guys kind of cycle back out in front. Go ahead and watch for me, would you? Metal's looking a little bit rough, but I think we'll be all right. Constructobot, come down here and help out with... Oh, I guess I can't have him help with that blueprint right there. That's a oh, we're getting harassed. Beautiful. Like I said, I didn't think that was going to make it. You guys come down here and deal with this. Were those just like stun bots? I don't think those were actually like violent actors. Like, I think they just have, like, stun abilities. I don't think they can actually, like, do anything. Yeah, get these towers up and running. We do need to get some anti-air up. I do think that portion's going to be a little bit unavoidable. We do have a constructor over here that's not really doing much. Have him help out with the bots. Yeah, go ahead and give me a few more grunts over here while we get the power grid set up. And then you can help out with that construction right there. And then I'm just going to kind of sprinkle anti-air here and there inside my base. We need to jam this area, so we need to put up sensor jammers so that it gives them fog of war when they're trying to push into our territory. It does look like, because we are holding, purple and teal are able to push further on into enemy territories. That's a high flyer right there. We're going to actually need, like, dedicated anti-air for him. So you guys come over here. And where's, like, something that's, like, dedicated anti-air? There we go. Give me a couple SAM sites out here. Yup, let them meet Uncle Sam. It does look like the laser tower is popping shots at him. It looks like Teal has actually made it into the enemy base and is in fact giving them a little bit of a browbeating right now. If I was them, I'd stop with the plasma on the units though, and I'd start hitting that building right there because they're going to be replicating. We got red over here pushing on in with yet another bird. Sam site's got a little bit of time left on it. We've just got to hold. All right, so he's helping out with that. We got a whole bunch of grunts. Give me like, I'm going to go all full infantry. We're going to try to push in through like a hill over here, I think is what we're going to do. I don't know exactly where the enemy's at. Actually, they don't have quite as many slopes as we have. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, Woo, look how fast that construction's going. You love to see it, baby. You love to see it. We're going to focus on infantry. It's cheap, it's light, it's fast, it adapts quickly, and we can hit back. And we've got a little bit of momentum right here against yellow. Like, yellow just took a scuffing. That's good, because in this game, it's hard to bounce back. The entire game is kind of a seesaw of, like, resources. Who has what? And when somebody else is spending, somebody else is stockpiling. And, like, both sides are effectively probing each other, like, back and forth. Like, who's going to make the big, dedicated push that costs a bunch of money first, you know? We'll stick to infantry doctrine for right now, though. I'm going to put all my constructors on working on infantry. We do have plasma artilleries and whatnot that we can put down. I am a little bit worried about the safety of my neighbors. They're not really building defenses. Part of me thinks it would be a decent idea to send some constructors down here just to fortify their position. But there's also something to be said about the fact that we may be able to push... Well, they're reinforcing down there. Yeah, I think we need to tip of the spear these guys. So as soon as these last couple units are done, we're going to go ahead and go for it. Give me like 25 more of them. And let's just grab all these bots that are coming out of the cook shop. And we're going to push on in. And we're just going to see what we can see over here. We're going to kind of like figure out what's going on and how well defended the enemy might be from this angle. It does look like purple is probing up in here with us. Hopefully that bomber is not a problem. They've got the AA covered, though, which is why I chose infantry. It seems like purple's really prioritizing anti-air vehicles. All right, let's push up in here. I'm going to bind these guys up real quick. They're getting harassed by a stun vehicle, but these little hover tanks, I think, can shoot at that guy. And if they can't, my grunts can, so it'll be all right. There we go. And there's purple. Let's get on in here and let's make it happen. Yup, let's rabble-rouse. Alright, so a little bit of his storage just got knocked out. But we don't know exactly where he deployed at. He deployed over here. Alright, we're in. Oh, and it looks like purple's already in here harassing. Nice. Good, 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 good. Knock out his economy. We don't want him to recover. Focus on only colony buildings. This guy chopping down trees right here? What are those? Muskrats? They're construction via? Apparently they have, like, offensive capabilities. Either way, though, we're pushing up in here on pink, and I think we're going to be able to deal some solid damage. Don't probe. Keep his economy on its heels. Let's go ahead and shoot his main AI. Oh, wow, he's tough. Okay, he's got a little bit more of a chin on him than expected. Oh, I think we got him. Was that a nuke? I think we got him. Like, I think we're good over here. Red tried to reinforce, but I think pink is down. Pink looks down to me. Yeah, it left a little gravestone on the ground where we killed him at. Good. I got the competent AI this time, or at least the AI that knows how to probe the enemy a little bit. Economy's looking okay. Do we have any converters here? Advanced bot lab. Yeah, let's try that out. Let's see what the tier 2 units look like. You come over here and help out with it once he's got the blueprint down. Everything in this game is well animated. The little guys like take their guns off their backs and start building and things of that nature. Apparently the game is tuned to have 5,000 units on screen, all acting independently with the nav meshes, and I guess they've got that running stably. That's what it says on their... That's what it says. That's what it says on their website. It says that they've got 5,000 units with their current algorithm and their current nav mesh setup. that allows them to basically keep things smooth, even though there's just absurdly huge numbers of bots on screen. Teal's over here. Oh, it looks like there's veterancy, too. Those guys have little stars above their heads. Interesting. I actually didn't know that that was a thing. We've got a few more bots coming out over here. Tier 2 bot lab is going up. It looks like that's actually going to give us a decoy commander. We can get radar bots. We can get jammer bots. I do need to jam this area so that their aircraft are less of a problem. Looks like green is... Wow! I get the feeling that green's AI type is economy focused. That's the feeling that I'm getting, is that green likes a little bit of an economy. Alright, so we've got a few more bots coming out over here. I'll probably push mid with my guys this time around. Oh no, here comes red. They are actually trying to do something right now, but they're attacking along two separate vectors. All right, there's our military right there. We're going to slide down in here and support, and we're going to sweep. Is that an anti-air gun? You'd think they would pair that with, like, some kind of, I don't know, some kind of something that can hurt land vehicles. It just seems like they're inviting a black eye. Go ahead and light them up right there. Obviously, light infantry are not altogether that tough. But if we can trade at a higher cost, I'm okay with it. Oh, they need reinforcement down here. There's a big push happening. Okay, let's reinforce mid real fast. I don't want to leave my man hanging. Like, teal is already on the rampage with yellow, so yellow is effectively kind of like not even pushing in anymore. There we go. Reinforce, reinforce, reinforce. Perfect. Okay, let's hold this position. Their attack has failed, and I'd like to push in here and help teal out. Yeah, let's do it. Let's execute. I don't have any units in production right now, which worries me. With the Tier 2 bot farm, we can get decoy commanders, we can get commandos, combat engineers. Looks like we can get invisible units, a mobile mortar, a heavy all-terrain assault spider. Yeah, I'm gonna need one of those. Let's throw that on the old receipt. Okay, center field looks okay. Although I will say this, the battle is getting a little bit hectic over here. Like, I don't think their economy can support this for much longer. Especially if we can get some of these towers and whatnot down. There we go. Perfect. Get on in there, boys. Okay. If nothing else, we have made red hurt. I don't think red is very happy right now. Let's go ahead and wipe out some of these defenses. Do what we can, where we can. He's got to run out of units at some point. There we go. Okay, defenses are down. Wipe out his constructors. I need to reinforce up here a little bit, just in case they push. Like, you never know when a little proby boy attack is going to come through. Yeah, if you could get that double laser tower right there, that would also be pretty ideal. It hurts. They've also got some kind of ridiculous mammoth death cannon over here that I would say probably needs to go. It was killing purple, but now it's killing us, so it has become a real concern. If I can scuff this guy up pretty good, that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're just going to sit on his face for right now and see if we can wipe out everything that he has and mess up his economy so that he can't bounce back. We got another red over here. Go ahead and just aggro everybody on him. I don't know if we're going to have the power to take him out, but it seems like we're on our way to a W. But this is beyond all reason. It's a really, really cool game, and it's totally free, and it's being developed open source. You can go play it right now on their website. It seems to have a fairly active competitive community as well. Their website is always broadcasting competitive games in between players. They are scheduled for a Steam release somewhat soon, like relatively soon. But anyways, beyond all reason, pretty fun stuff. I don't really play real-time strategy games, so I don't really know the theory and the design that goes behind them, since this is not a genre that I play around with very much. But by and large, like, it seems like there's a very, very good understanding of sort of push and pull competitive elements out here from what I've played for the last few hours, and I've been liking it. So anyways, I'll see y'all later. Thank you for stopping on in. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we have Beyond All Reason. Tomorrow we will have something else. Thanks for kicking it, and that's all I got. Bye.